Meanwhile, a Fairfax County family has filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the county's police chief and 3 of his officers after their son was shot and killed during a mental health crisis in 2022. It comes after the county's top prosecutor declined to criminally charge any of the officers involved. Our Max Marcilla joining us live outside the Fairfax County Courthouse. And Max, you got your hands on the lawsuit earlier today. What is that family arguing?
Well, Chris, the family of Aaron Lynch is saying that when officers responded to their McLean home 2 years ago when their son was having a mental health crisis, they weren't prepared. They acted reckless, and they named those officers as defendants in the suit, as well as Fairfax County's police chief, who they say did not properly train his officers for mental health calls.
Hey, Aaron?
What happened at this home nearly 2 years ago was, according to timelines put together by both the Lynch family attorney and the county's prosecutor, an hours-long incident that led to the shooting death of 26-year-old Aaron Lynch, a transgender man who was in the midst of a mental health crisis. Just before 7 in the evening, a family friend of Lynch's called 911 because of Lynch's crisis, but reiterated Lynch had no violent past and no weapons were in the home. 3 officers and a mental health clinician came, but everyone left at around 8 o'clock after they couldn't find Aaron. Aaron's twin sister arrived at about 8:30, and her boyfriend called 911 again, saying Aaron was still in crisis, throwing and breaking objects inside the home.
Whoa, bud, put it down.
This is what the 3 FCPD officers saw when they got back to the home about 20 minutes later. In a matter of seconds, he threw the mask and officers deployed their tasers. Then Lynch ran toward them and the front door, dropping the bottle, and that's when he was shot 4 times as he was running, and then a 5th and fatal shot was fired as he was on top of an officer who tackled him. Fairfax County's top prosecutor cleared the officers of wrongdoing, saying they believed Lynch was still armed with the bottle, a reasonable assumption because of how dark it was in the home, and that it was reasonable to believe he intended to harm or kill an officer. But in the wrongful death suit, the Lynch family attorney claims Aaron was not a threat, and the officers were not prepared to deal with the mental health crisis without escalation. So tonight we reached out to the Fairfax County Police Department, wanted to talk a little bit about the mental health training practices and protocols that they have in place and if they were different a couple of years ago. They haven't yet responded to our questions, but what we have learned is through the Washington Post, which was the first news organization to report this wrongful death lawsuit. And essentially what they say is that Fairfax County Police, all of their officers are now crisis intervention trained. The 3 officers who responded in 2022, they were crisis intervention trained, but there was a training, the ICAT training, which teaches officers how to deal with volatile situations in which the person might not have a gun. And the Washington Post says these officers did not receive that training on that night back in July of 2022 when they went to that McLean home. Reporting live in Fairfax, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.